Today is Saturday yard day at the Dyson Homestead, meaning that my focus of today is getting things picked up around the yard and just other random things that I find needing to be done on this specific Saturday. My first stop today is our side porch here off of the kitchen. I have some dirty boots from playing outside from our Theodore, and also potatoes that I tossed outside a couple days ago because they were going bad in the house. And I'm not sure if they were going bad. They were just extremely sprouting and a little bit wilty and soft. If any of you know if it's not too late to plant potatoes outside, let me know in the comments, or I will just toss them. I do still have them on the porch there if I can plant them. And also just getting to hanging up some wet, muddy overalls that blew off of the side of the porch there. Hanging it on the clothesline is going to be much more effective. Mark took the older two kiddos out for an adventure today, so this is a good time for me to record. It is actually Saturday now as I'm doing this voiceover. Sometimes I don't get to it until a couple days later, but I have some time to sit down and do the voiceover as our youngest takes a nap on me here. So if you hear a couple squeaks, that would be Oliver. We are heading out to the Iowa State Fair this afternoon after naps. So I am trying to get my outside yard day accomplished here before the rest of the family gets home and before Oliver gets up from his nap. From previous videos, if you've seen, our dogs are pretty silly, but they are also really good guardian dogs. They are next to me and the kids whenever we are outside playing. Now, Ruby the heeler isn't so much a guardian dog, but she really does do her job, her natural instinct of chasing the horses and nipping at their heels. I've noticed when she is in their pasture, but they are electric fenced in, so she just chases them from inside the fence now. After reading the book Large Family Logistics, I decided Saturday would work really well for me and our family to also do yard day, which entails in the book cleaning out the vehicle, doing a garage cleanup, and just pretty much getting everything back to its place outside. And that is what I prioritize on yard day, is the vehicle and making sure everything is back in its place. But because we have a couple porches, I like to add those to yard day as well, just to get them to a place of cleanliness so that if we have guests, it's a comfortable place to go sit, to chat and hang out, or for the kids to go outside and there not be cobwebs everywhere, things like that. I just want to get to the main points, and then if I have more time, I can go into smaller detail like wiping down window sills, things like that. Our Great Pyrenees is such a big boy, but he does not like the leaf blower. while we are outside today, I want to show you what Mark found on Facebook Marketplace. He has wanted a camper that goes on his truck bed, and he found one that was very affordable for the condition that it is in. And we'll go ahead and take a look around. Now, mind you, we haven't done anything to the inside besides clean up the trash that was in it from when we got it. So this is just a look around at actually how spacious and how much storage there is for such a small camper. On the outside, it looks very small, but on the inside, they really packed a lot of storage and really a full kitchen here. So it is going to be lots of fun to renovate this camper here and get in some camping trips with the family, or possibly turn it into an Airbnb here on the homestead. We will make our way out to the barn where we have our chicken coop. They have a door that opens and closes with sunrise and sunset into the barn, and then they have a closed-in coop area here in the barn. So we will hop in here. We, as in me, I need to clean up the chicken mess today. Mark clipped the wings on the chickens, so now they won't fly over the barn door and hang out in the barn, and that was keeping them from going in their coop at night, their safe spot. So now that the wings are clipped, we can keep them outside of the barn in the fenced in area, and then they can go in their door for nighttime, and that way it's just a little bit more managed. And I'm not thinking about, hopefully the chickens are safe in the barn tonight. Now I know that they are in their coop and safe. So here I'm going to jump into the chicken coop and give them some fresh hay and turn over some hay in their little boxes where they lay. Now I did find an egg that was pretty messy, and I'm not sure how long it has been in the coop because Mark has collected the eggs the past couple days. So I don't do this very often, but I'm tossing an egg to the chickens. They actually surprisingly love to eat the chicken egg. It's quite funny. I don't know if that should happen often, but good thing I haven't done that in a couple months. So I'm turning over the hay here, giving them a fresh spot to lay their eggs, and then I'm going to give a good cleanup of their mess here in the barn because flies have been all over, and they always are, but of course with the chicken mess here on the pavement, it just makes it a little bit worse. If you've been watching our videos, you will know that I had a baby June 1st, and we also had a garden planted in mid to late May. So I really, truly have abandoned my garden this year. We planted, watered until the baby was born, and it has been raining so much here in Iowa that I have not worried about going out and watering. But as you will see, some pests have gotten into the cabbage, the broccoli, the plants that have the really big leaves. But other than that, the produce has been growing great. I'll just show you a look at our extremely overgrown garden. Here is a look at the sad cabbage. Now the kale still is growing nicely, so I can harvest a little bit of that today, but our cabbage and broccoli sadly have been eaten up by something. This is a look at our strawberry plant that is spreading really great, and we have a blueberry bush for the first year, and then this little one down there was a raspberry bush that I replanted in that pot, and it was very tiny to begin with, so I'm happy that it is even growing a little bit this year. This year, I also noticed that we had crop dusters in airplanes coming overhead in the fields right next to our property, and I'm not sure how far or how much the drifting happens from that, but I'm hoping it's minimal. Our property is lined with big tall trees, so I'm hoping that that can keep away some of whatever they're spraying from our gardens as well. Just hoping for the best and knowing that this garden here that I have planted is going to be less pesticides because I haven't sprayed anything, better than what I could buy store-bought that has been sprayed. This is our flower garden here next to the house, and we chose a really shady spot, not even thinking about how much sunlight our flowers were going to get. So I am slowly able to get some flowers from our flower garden, but this is our first year, so we are doing lots of trial and error. Back in the house, I have harvested some kale. I'm going to do a good rinse and just get any dirt off, and sometimes those little worms like to sit on the leaves, so I'm just going to make sure we don't have any of that, and then I will get our frozen kale out of our deep freezer and put this right into my store-bought bag for smoothies. Another thing I am trying my hand at for the first time is fermenting. I got some fresh cucumbers from a neighbor, which was so nice and generous, and I'm going to ferment them for the first time. So I also got an onion from the store and garlic. I chopped those up and added it to a salt water brine with also some fresh dill. And here I am just giving it a good twist. I have had it sit for 2 days in the brine, so I have 2 more days until I taste. So just giving it a good twist, making sure that everything is fully submerged with this little trick with the plastic bag. Now that I am all finished with the tasks that I wanted to accomplish outside and the kids and Mark are still out on their adventure, I'm going to have another coffee with some farm fresh raw cream, rock Oliver, and watch a homesteading with the Zimmermans video that she uploaded today. I learned so much from her videos. If you haven't checked out her videos, it is Homesteading with the Zimmermans on YouTube. Thanks for stopping by our homestead today for Yard Day. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, could you please give it a like and also subscribe to our channel? That way you know the next time we post a video. Have a great weekend. Bye.